разрабатываем механизмы дальнейшего сотрудничества и стратегические пути решения всех проблем.
Ladies and gentlemen, the 9th session comes at a time when the global economic landscape is undergoing profound transformation.
Наше заседание приходится на такое непростое время, когда вся
Profound transformation. Countries across the world are seeking more resilient supply chains, diversified markets, and new avenues for seeking more resilient supply chains, diversified markets, and new avenues for seeking more resilient supply chains. And in such an environment, bilateral partnerships must be guided not only by the shared goodwill, but also by practical collaboration that delivers measurable benefits for businesses, institutions, and our people. Therefore, it is very important that the agreed minutes of the session today reflect a clear evolution in our relationship. And I'm very happy to see that the discussions conducted during this session have surely directed us towards creating durable institutional frameworks that will sustain cooperation well beyond the conclusion of this commission. As already mentioned by the Secretary EAD, we have several crucial areas of cooperation reflected in the agreed minutes of today's session. Consideration of establishment of a joint working group on trade, which will provide a structured mechanism for maintaining regular dialogue and identifying new commercial opportunities. Equally important is our shared decision to establish a joint feasibility study on a preferential trade regime. Labor and human resource development is another promising area of cooperation, and we have seen a very substantial growth in this sector. And we welcome the progress made under the Labor and Employment Agreement, which looks forward in making it institutional collaboration to develop skills development and greater mobility of skilled professionals between our two countries. Dear audience, agriculture and food security remains an important pillar of our bilateral engagement. And I'm happy to share that His Excellency has a very important interest in this subject of agriculture, which is very crucial for both of the countries. I'm sure this collaboration would include seed certification, fisheries, agriculture, technology, food trade, and many other commitments for food security, which would further facilitate greater commercial linkages. And I'm hopeful that our proposed cooperation in agriculture, machinery testing, and quality infrastructure should also contribute to higher standards, improved productivity, and greater confidence in our respective markets.
Я думаю, что возможное создание перспективы в отношении испытательной станции, лаборатории тестирования качества позволит нам увеличить продуктивность нашего производства.
Healthcare and pharmaceuticals deserve particular appreciation and enhanced cooperation between our regulatory authorities. Collaboration in the field of veterinary sciences and pharmaceutical manufacturing is bound to strengthen technology transfer and innovation.
Крайне важно для нас сотрудничество в сфере здравоохранения и фармацевтики.
Our agenda also reflects a welcoming expansion into areas that will define the economies of the future: cooperation in digital government, cybersecurity, artificial intelligence, and ICT skills development demonstrates our common understanding that economic competitiveness today depends heavily on digital capability and technological readiness.
Также крайне важно, что наш трудовой документ содержит направление сотрудничества как цифровые технологии, IT-технологии, цифровая экономика.
I am equally encouraged the emphasis which has been put on vocational training, education, technology, and Pakistan Belarus Higher Education Forum, which will represent investment in the most valuable resource any nation possesses.
Я приветствую сотрудничество между белорусскими и пакистанскими органами в сфере высшего образования.
The protocol, ladies and gentlemen, we shall adopt today represents more than a record of our deliberations. It reflects a shared commitment to transform our political goodwill into practical cooperation, our shared vision into concrete projects, and our dialogue into sustainable economic outcomes.
Наш протокол – это не просто важная запись, отражающая какие-то планируемые направления сотрудничества. Это уже путь к достижению конкретных результатов.
As we commence our session today, let us be guided by the spirit of friendship, mutual trust, and shared purpose that has long characterized the relationship between Pakistan and Belarus.
Я уверена, что сегодняшнее заседание пройдет в очень дружественной обстановке,
Long,
всех получит удовольствие и пользу.
long live Pakistan-Belarus friendship.
Thank you, Excellency. I now have the honor to invite Excellency Mr. Maroz Yanis, Minister of Energy of the Republic of Belarus and co-chair of the 9th Pakistan-Belarus Joint Ministerial Commission, to please deliver his opening remarks.
Председатель совместной пакистанско-белорусской комиссии по торгово-экономическому сотрудничеству, министра российской, господин Технологий.